Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings III. Here today on the channel we have episode 4 of my Kingdom of England under the House of Normandy series. We're playing as our new king, King Richard. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Feel free to leave a dislike if you don't like Crusader Kings 3 for whatever reason. Gotta say a huge thank you to Paradox Interactive for sending me an early access code of CK3 and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them and their community team. So, we're starting off with a new reign. In today's episode, we're going to be securing Iberia as I'm marrying a Castilian wife. We're also coming off with a really cool last episode. If you haven't gone and watched it, I highly recommend you do. My mother, Queen Matilda, the Crusader Queen, we like to call her, started she took Jerusalem herself and actually started the Kingdom of Jerusalem with my sister. She currently rules over there. We're continuing on with the good old Norman tradition of conquering and creating kingdoms in foreign lands, like in England now, in Sicily, and in the Kingdom of Heaven. So we'll keep an eye on my sister as well. My mother dying to Scotsmen, so we will continue on with that hatred of them, I guess. We're still slowly but surely trying to conquer as much territory as we can. It's 1121 AD. Now, I've married into the Castilian royal line. This is the family tree at the moment. So I am the great-grandson of William the Conqueror. Queen Matilda, she became she actually eerily looks like a Baldwin, doesn't she? It's quite fitting. So my sister, after the successful crusade, we were the major European power, the major sort of Christendom kingdom to help out. So my daughter was given the title of the Queen of Jerusalem. William, of course. So far in this series, we've only played as 3 kings. William, the Conqueror, of course. We had that succession crisis in the second episode with William's 3 sons dying, which caused countless civil wars. We had to create a cadet branch with Matilda because the male line of Normandys kept on sort of rebelling against us. But under the reign of Queen Matilda, we have a new royal line with Richard and my brother Robert. A pregnancy. Huzzah. And now that I've where'd I get this crazy beard from? I've turned 18 and I look badass. That's so awesome. He's got a huge big old beard as well. And I've got a son. Praise St. Bridget. What should I call him? Well, I'm Richard. My brother's Robert. We can call him Hugh. Maybe we should call him William. Constancis. Or Slav. We call him Guy. No, I'm not going to call him after my father, who's still alive. Who helped me in my coronation. I think we got to call him William, don't we? Yeah, let's call Richard's son William. Hopefully he can live up to the name. So we're still slowly but surely going on our victory conditions to try and unite the United Kingdom. So looking at my lifestyle, I'm a steward just like my mother, which isn't too bad. I would prefer conquerors, but England's in a prosperous sort of time of peace as well. So under my mother's reign, to start things off, she was a stewardess, so we've invested a lot of England, then she became a Crusader Queen. So Castile has thrown back the infidels there a bit. So, yeah, look at this. Most of Galatia, Leon, that royal line has died out. So, yeah, let's do a plot. So the primary heir is my wife. How old is he? Yeah, we're actually related there, which is weird. Queen Emma. Yeah, so Sancho's 51. I am tempted to do that. We still can continue on our wars in Brittany, because we want to try and get that. The truce is still standing, so we want to try and get that done as quickly as possible. Because we still want to continue in Normandy as well. We have Northern Ireland under our control and part of Wales. Yeah, so we have no claim. Oh, maybe we need another claim. Oh. Yeah, I thought it was a time of peace. Let's actually forge a claim on there. Can we go to war with the Queen of Wales again? We'd have to use someone else's title, but that's not too bad, because we've got 900 prestige. I'm nearly happy to do that. Scotland, I hate the Scots. Under their new king, they've had 3 different kings. Ivar's descendants, still hanging out in the Norwegian holdings. Yeah, so we can't use her claim exactly. So we'll fabricate a claim on Brittany, because we should be able to swallow it all up. My court isn't too bad either. Let's just change that, because the dukedom's technically there, rather than further south than what I thought. County of Lyon. Yeah, in Brest. I don't know why it's called that. Sounds awfully Spanish. Oh, so we've actually got her husband under house arrest. It costs 370 though. It might be worth it on the border. Which one's closer? Harold's claim would be more pertinent. Yeah, because we still just want to try and pick and eat away if we can. So let's raise the armies. So, a new king has arrived. It's always good to have a war to start things off. So, we're going to learn our lesson, because my mother was killed by Scottish, so we don't want that to happen again. So we'll allow our best quality general to lead from the front. But hopefully, under the reign of our 3rd faction leader, they fit the Middle Ages, okay? King Richard, hopefully it's a long and prosperous reign. All hail King Richard in the chat and comments, guys. So we'll send 4K to defend the castle of Normandy. It's 12. I could win that, though. It's 13. We outnumber them. I just don't know if I want to risk it. He's only 14, because Queen Matilda, I was sort of getting swept up in the narrative of her being a Crusader queen. It's always better to allow your generals to do the fighting and the dying. Although they gain prestige and prowess in their own right, you don't want to necessarily risk it, because although we're still slowly... like, the thing is, right, it's so crazy. Like, we had William's male line completely died out in one civil war, one fell swoop. And we had to deal with 4 wars, 10 years of consequences because of it. But now, under Matilda's line, the female line of Normandy, it's now secure. Cathars and Savoy, those vile heretics, that's fine. That's just reorganized Christianity, so there's not really too much we can do about it. We can't uproot it, but if it gains control, we might have to switch over. It just depends. Because when did the schism happen? That actually might have already happened. 1060 before this, because this starts in 1066. We can enforce demands here now against the Welsh again, and we'll take another piece of territory. A good quick war, just to gain some prowess. It tends to happen. As soon as a coronation happens, there's always a good quick war, just to start things off, but we're still continuing to slowly but surely erode Welsh territory where we can. So we're currently 60 years into the Let's Play. William lasted till he was 70. William lasted till he was 70. Matilda lasted until she was 40. Hopefully, King Richard can live up to it. So we can form the Kingdom of Wales. I don't want to do that just yet until we get some more claimants. Okay. Oh, no. My father's now passed away. That's alright. Maybe ransoming some of the lower lords might be a good idea. Welsh Catholics populace. No major members. That's something we do need to keep an eye on, I guess. So that claim in Brittany's done. Yes, so we've got 200 in the bank. We should have enough anyway to press all of Brittany. We can have just the claim, or we can take all of it. I want to sort of get rid of Brittany. I would like to get England's historic medieval territories, maybe down in Aquitaine, but we'll just have to see. Once we finish off Wales, we'll form the Kingdom of Wales, so we can embrace English culture. Yeah, I think so. I'm Norman, but my mother actually converted to Anglo-Saxon. I don't think I'm Norman now, anyway. No, sorry. So Anglo-Saxon. It didn't continue on. Yeah. So we should be able to take all of Brittany now, if we go to war with them. Okay. So what's going on down in Castile? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a plot. So even though he's my father-in-law, I think getting rid of him. So the HRE's pretty much been... Whoa, why is the Kingdom of Italy so prominent there? The Poles are up there as well. Ruthenia. The Byzantines. Yeah. And what about my sister? My sister has a new husband, because that was a problem. I thought we might have encountered a bug, because I couldn't marry her off again. Gilbert's been married off to mostly French, but the Kingdom of Jerusalem has survived. If you want to see Crusades and how I formed the Kingdom of Jerusalem with my sister, I do recommend going and watching the last episode, watching how to do it, because it is quite interesting. You do have to join a crusade, basically, and make one of your family members the successor for it. So if I was to knock out the king, the thing is, he's 54. He still probably has 20 years of potential childbearing. So I'm going to try and do a plot here. 43%. I'm sure there's more people that can come in, because the primary heir goes to my wife, because she's the last heir. There's a succession crisis going on in Castile, and we should take advantage of it, I think. Because we don't want another child to spring out of somewhere. Yeah, so 35. Like, you might think 35, 30's a little bit. We've got the cash to do it. So I might actually invite a couple of these people in. I haven't done one of these plots in CK3 before that was, like, potentially successful. I think we tried a 5% one and failed at the start of the series. But we'll invite how much we can afford. She's going to accept that. So let's go with 2. Maybe a 3rd, just to sweeten things off, to make it without a shadow of a doubt. So although the line will pass to my... So basically my wife will take it, but as soon as we have a son, or when I become my player as my son, I should be able to hold the Kingdom of England, Castile, and maybe like Wales. So a drunkard agent. Have another drink, Alvar. He's a Basque Catholic. We'll try and bring him in, because I do have a son. Okay, so now that plot's underway. Norman culture-wise, that's not too bad. Catholicism as well. I don't want to change any of that particular stuff. I'm quite happy to remain Catholic. Oh, so Cathar's actually grown quite a bit in southern France. So that's reorganised Christianity. It's actually quite prominent in Norway. Orthodox is still here. It has invaded a little bit down in the south. Yeah. Look, there's not really too much you can do about it. In Europa Universalis, you can do a lot more with it. You can stop it sort of spreading, but this not so much. Secret exposed. That's fine. It's nothing of my concern. My liege, I hereby invite you to a feast at court. Sure, why not? Let's have a feast. A warm welcome. Great, I look forward to this. Feast's always dragged out. He's had too much to drink. It's all over my shirt. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Harold. Haha, what a show you put on. I get stressed and spent, I don't know. We spend 160. Yeah, let's spend that because my relations aren't too bad with him. Please do go on. Oh, they just happen to be very interesting in rambles. Oh, she's of the Rurikid dynasty. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think they had territory... Yeah, Estonia had influences in this campaign. Troubled acquaintance. Sure, whatever. Returning home. Farewell, my vassal. Look at me holding my hands. That was a fantastic dinner. It didn't bore me to death. Right, never going to one of them again. Okay, so that scheme is 2 months away. A faction's targeting you, that's fine. Oh, assassination. The time has come. My agents are in place. Do it. The plan worked. King Domenico of Castile is finally dead. So, now what's happened? An alliance is formed with my wife. We do have a child with her, which is fantastic. So, now the head of Castile is my wife. She rules the title free and independently. Good, we had to do that because we didn't want him to have a son. My son, Prince William, is currently 4. Will be... Yeah, so, I don't know. Hopefully, if this works out well, I will have that under my control. That's crazy. Like the major powers, like France has pretty much died out, along with Castile as well. They lost so many claimants. Like, I was so focused in on conquering the UK in the early couple of episodes. I wasn't really too involved in foreign powers because I didn't want to get drawn in. So, if we can wrap up England, we can sort of focus in holding on Castile because we have opened us up to the Saracen threat. Okay, so we've got some ransoms we can do here. Yeah, so we'll keep the... Yeah, we've still got traitors from under my great-grandfather's reign of my own blood, which we'll keep in. We'll be able to boost up our economy a little bit. But we are reaping the rewards of my mother being a stewardess. She's invested so heavily. No, we're probably going to go to war with Scotland again. I ain't Scottish. Sure. We want to try and keep good relations with the Archbishop where we can. But it's also, we're at, like, yeah, let's go down with that. Like, we're not going to be in wars just yet, but that's also pretty good, getting a plus bonus in war. Stewardship and marshal, I do recommend. I haven't been able to do too much intrigue. Yeah, but saying not concentrating on other kingdoms on the continent, it's probably not too bad, because now that we are basically, for all intensive purposes, the controller of Castile, they actually aren't in a very good position because they are still dealing with the Reconquista, and they're still quite strong. So now that an alliance has been formed, we are going to officially have to help out my wife. I can't afford her to lose my title before my son is born. I'm still third in line in Jerusalem? Really? So I can inherit the kingdom of Jerusalem. Man, could you imagine that? Could you imagine Prince William? Prince William, King of England. It's kind of like the titles in Game of Thrones. I, Robert of the House Baratheon, first in my name, King of the Andals, the First Man, the Rhoynar. It's all that hubbub. Right, so we could potentially have civil war on our hands. Again, because of the Crown Authority. It's not a claimant civil war, but we could increase absolute Crown Authority. Because it's already reducing. Yeah. Because sometimes the barons rise up, let's say. Call to war. Who are you against? Navarre and Basque. Yeah. Castilian. No, technically. But Navarre and Badajoz. Sure, we'll accept. Okay, so we're going to have to back my wife, aren't we? Because we want this title to go through. We can't afford for her to die. So we've got 10k, they've got 3.3. And it looks like they have disputed her taking her father's title. Well, we'll send our army to Castile where we can. So it actually might, yeah, it's actually quicker going down by boat than by land. It's actually not too much of a trip down there. 1.5, 2.7, Badajoz and Navarre. Yes, because there are distant claimants of this, but yeah, I'm blown away that the line of Castile, the line of Leon, the line of Galatia, because they started off with 3 kings, right? That they got whittled down to one family member. I was like, yeah, I'll just marry into that. Sure, why not? It sometimes works like that. Hopefully the same thing can happen in France. But it's pretty crazy how this has ended up, because the factions that started off strong, we've won our first major victory down in Spain here now. Hungary, Austria started off really well. They got dissolved. Poland was a nothing faction. Now they've really risen. The HRE had territory in Aquitaine stretching all the way into Austria. Now they've been broken up. And Spain and France that started off well have nearly fallen into ruin as well. It's only really us, after throwing back the Norwegians and the Goodwin Anglo-Saxons, that we're doing alright. But we've won a first victory here, which is crucial. The main thing is we can't afford to lose my wife, because she's got 1.2k there. Yeah, so yeah, maybe doing this early on isn't the best idea in your campaign. Getting involved in, I guess, international affairs rather than focusing on domestic. I'm not really interested in this, whatever. Yeah. Let's try and win a couple more victories here against Navarre. Oh, what's this? A populist uprising. Well, I guess I can never say no to my wife. Yep, sure. Let's deal with the populist uprising. Sure, why not? Because my fear is that we don't... I want to have more children, first of all. And so I can have more claimants to the Spanish throne. So we want to try and allow William to come of age once it's done. Yep, so we're going to have to, from here on now, help out where I can. But we're not actually fighting the Caliphate, the Umayyads, which I don't think are really much more. It's more just other members. That war's now gone. Good. 4 victories back to back. Yeah, because we can't actually control when the war ends. We're at war, so we'll continue with war profiteering there. Good. And my cousin is still doing quite well. So yeah, so this 3.4k there. Oh, they're actually raising a fair few. My wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Hopefully we can have some more children. We'll just have to see how we go. Okay. So, yeah, they actually took the capital, which is annoying. So it's going to take 5 months before we can retake that. We might station the besiegers and actually go and try and take Navarre. Push into the Basque country. From what I can remember, historically, Navarre usually tends to have a lot of alliances with France. So hopefully that no one doesn't draw them in. Especially on the border there of the Pyrenees. Oh, the Duke of Mercia has passed away, I think. Oh, that's a shame. My brother Robert's a little bit bloodied in battle. He's crippled. We'll bring him in as my counselor because I can't afford to lose him. Just as a backup. I still have 1,000 there we have to deal with. Now that we're retaking Castile. They just seem to be avoiding us. But there does seem to be some pretty interesting choke points there. Oh, I've had a daughter. Praise St. Bridget. My wife has given born to a daughter. So, what can I call her? My mother was Matilda. I might do that. Matilda, the Crusader Queen. Adelaide. Emma, I actually don't mind. Matilda or Emma? Let's go with Matilda. I like that. I like that a lot. We still need to trace down this 1.4k. Maybe if we station, we might be able to give chase and bait them back. It's only 29%. I don't know what my wife is doing. Oh, she's down here dealing with other armies? Okay. Now that we've split a bit, sometimes it can bait them in, but they seem to be, yeah, doing alright. They're in the mountains here. The topography of what we can see in Iberia is fascinating. Like, I knew there was witchcraft has come through. Accusations of witchcraft. So we've got a bit of Salem on our hands, I guess. The problem is in this time period, people actually believe this crazy stuff. So we might actually get some good bonuses. 300 stewardship, we get zealous. Upset peasants for 5 years. 100, stressed because you're compassionate. She must burn for her crimes against God. Let's do it. Let's keep the peasants happy. Okay, so that's now done. Yeah, because I was recently reading about Napoleon's conquest of the peninsula and how, like, how much of an investment the Peninsular War cost him, and La Guerrilla comes from the name of the forces he fought against. The ambushes and tactics, like I could actually see by the topography, like Spain is such a hard place to command and like conquer because of those narrow choke points, and especially in the Napoleon age, where you want to have line field battles and stand up with your infantry and skirmish and fire it out with artillery. It's not conducive for that, and especially where all the high ground is, where you want to set up. It is mostly like there's a lot of hills and mountains over flat, so they were just like sniping them from the distance. It's really interesting, Napoleon's guerrilla campaign. I do recommend reading up about it, or maybe even just watching some documentaries on it. It is fascinating. Okay. Right, so we need to do some marriages here. So okay, so that's the Polish line. So they're kind of Hungarian a little bit. That's interesting. Yeah. That royal house is continuing. Okay, so like I said, France is in a bit of a succession crisis. They've got so the Carpathian dynasty is going to die out. It's going to go to the Duchy of Burgundy. Oh, it's actually gone. It's actually like fully gone because she's 64. There's no way she's having any more kids, and the primary heir is 11. Well, let's marry into this then. Matilda is 3. We'll secure the alliance, and Matilda can be the Queen of France. Although we're not going to be directly involved, we might be able to ally into it and then use their future children's claim. It'd be cool if I could actually bring her in. Yeah, but no, it's going to be Robert's dynasty, isn't it? If we ever get her back, maybe. It will secure an alliance, though. That'd be cool, if I could bring her in, but then it would change, wouldn't it? We could plot to get rid of her again. Yeah, we'll do it. It happened in Castile. Why can't it happen in France? Let's get a couple of these guys in. Because you never know, she could very well change the primary heir, so we want to try and get rid of her as quickly as possible. Let's invite some people in as well. We've got the cash for it, so might as well. And our prestige is sitting at 1.8, which is fantastic. Mental break through dark thoughts. Okay. Lash. Okay. It's a bit mental. Oh, good. So we've got an alliance with Burgundy. Like, even if it doesn't, like, even if she changes her heir, we should be alright. Crown authority is getting a little bit high, though. Yeah, Burgundy is still a large and prominent faction in France. Because he was a claimant at one point, we can probably push that, I guess. But Duke Robin, hopefully, can become the King of France. Okay. Yes. So, we've got a bit of a problem here. A Liberty faction wants to reduce my crown authority, but I've got a plan. So it looks like it's about to erupt. I'm going to raise my army firstly. It's a little bit cheesy if you know it's going to happen. We'll allow this duke to take it. Now, I'm actually going to increase my crown authority further once the war breaks out. Here we go. So it's technically a civil war, but it's due to this. Right, so I will not tolerate this. So they want me to reduce my crown authority. It's currently 3 out of 4. So what I'm going to do, it's a little bit cheesy. I'm going to increase it to 4 now. Because, well, that's a lot. Hang on. We're also in a defensive war, so we can call more people in. So before, my vassals could command and conquer and take territory at free will. But if we go to 4, we get better stability and stuff. We might actually try and make some money because we're hemorrhaging 20. We might have to ransom some of these characters. We'll keep the ones that cause future civil wars. Because it's a defensive war, I can bring in my wife and Burgundy. They've still got that plot going on as well. Yeah. 7.3k for 2.8. Yeah. So we've raised the army because then they didn't take all of it. So that's a little bit cheesy. That's a Hearts of Iron thing. Civil wars. Destroying the army, then redeploying it. So they're coming out to help. Right. So they said, right, you need to reduce the crown authority, otherwise we're going to attack. It's like, so be it. So then the vassals that don't mind are going to stay with me, and the ones that don't really care, they're going to be angry. Then we increased it to 4 after it. So there might have been, what, 1 or 2k that went to the other side. But if we can win this, we can secure 4 tier 4 crown authority. And we've still got 6k in the bank, and we've won our first war. Okay, well, first battle, rather. And my wife looks like she's coming over as well. So it's mostly the Londoners, Wessex, London, and maybe a little bit of Mercia there as well. Okay, so this is probably the major war of Richard's reign. But dealing with this, we should be able to go to tier 4 and not have any more. It tends to pop up sometimes. It's the game trying to delay you and hold you. But it's my wife's coming over to help. My wife, which is fantastic. And yeah, it's just typical with England. Barons often quite like to rise up against you, let's say. We should be able to win another fight here. A curse undone. Oh, we just released him, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so he was a Norman count. Yeah, I think the count was... He might have been a conspirator in one of... I think... William's Civil Wars. B-winged messenger. My scheme moves closer. We can get the local bird trainer to give him a gift, or we can send the gift myself, but then I become directly involved. No, I don't want to do that. So I want to try and get this plot going. So yeah, we want to give him a messenger pigeon. We'll pay it and we'll try and roll it. Okay, let's do that. That's good. Because there's a new Duke of Why is the Duke of Mercia a chonky monkey all the time? Yeah, I guess we'll continue to persuade him. There's a massive fight going on here. Get out of the way, you chonky monkey, you Duke of Mercia. I want to try and win this fight. 6k. That was like make or break, by the way. It's only 13. And my wife is with child again. Fantastic. Good. And men-at-arms maintenance. No, we don't have too many men-at-arms, technically. Everything's coming up. King Richard. Okay, so we're still fighting in and around Wessex. I think we'll give chase to that 3k that's going westward. Yeah, we should have enough with the 5k. And Burgundy's now here as well with the 3.8. Push to Devon. Push to Cornwall. Cornwallis. And the Battle of Launceston, we should be able to win. An unexpected visit. Launceston. Huh. I didn't realise Launceston was in Cornwall. Because I am Tasmanian, of course. And Launceston is one of our largest and biggest cities. Hobart is the biggest, the capital. I think it's a naval commander. I think his name I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, it's just the thing. The thing is with Australia, this we basically just take so many English names. There's a pretty big Newcastle here, in New South Wales as well. Liverpool. It's either what do we want to go for here? Independent farmlands. I'm tempted to do that because we won a large cow re-roll with my mother, Queen Matilda, the Crusader King, at one point. 20% here now. Yeah, it's either like naval commanders, mayors, prime ministers, or it's like English stuff. Yeah. So many of the towns as well. Oh, Leinster's come up against me. Okay. The Irish. Never put a... Typical Irish. Never put a... What's the word? Yeah. Never put a crisis to good use. Never waste a good crisis or whatever it is. So there's 4k there. They seem to be holding up quite well. Yeah. I'm surprised how resilient they are. Ah, we've given yes, another son. Radolf. Imagine calling him Rollo. But we haven't called him a Viking name in so long. No, so I don't want to call him Guy. I can't stand the name Guy. To be honest, poor father. Let's go with... Well, William's already my first son there. Maybe we'll go with Robert, who was my grandfather, who died at 24. Yeah, it's kind of a shame we never played with King William's 3 sons. Like, they died in their 20s due to the sack of Normandy. So, we never got to play with those characters. We kind of skipped a generation on that. But we probably saved civil wars. Okay, so 41% in now. And we should be able to wrap this up and get tier 4 Crown Authority, which is massive. 4.3k now. But technically we're once again fighting the Duke. So, one of our... Oh my god, they keep on swarming units here. We lost that fight. Scheme discovered. The plot against the Queen of France. Curses. Okay, so this might complicate things. Okay, so we won that. This is super, super tight. Yes, so we're still continuing to sway. Oh, here we go. We might be able to intercept the Queen of France. What's with the eye patch as well? Pay a hunter from Paris to draw a map. Explore the farmland yourself. 60% chance of happening. 10% chance of getting stressed and ill. Let's explore the farmland myself, I think. Yeah, because 60%. 40% of something really bad happen. Only 30 for stress. Let's do that. I'd gain 20 stress. Great. Because we're plotting. Stress is not too hard to deal with. Most of my family members have the athletic trait. They like long walks on the beach and riding, so they're fine. So 3k is trying to snipe the Norman capital. But now that it's actually had a decent amount of investment, it should be able to hold out longer than any other time. We're actually hemorrhaging cash, by the way. We might need to split the army up in a moment. 99%. Okay, agent discovered, unfortunately. Oh, it's 100% now. It's done. Let's get this war wrapped up. Good. We'll lock you up and throw away the key. Good. So, we put that Liberty Crisis to our well use. It was perfect. Now we're at tier 4 Crown Authority. We rule under absolute authority and rule. Hopefully this scheme works out, though. Power of words. The Queen's servant stands before me. Whisper words can topple the Queen. Keep the doors of the castle open. We don't want her to hear a bad rumour. No, let's lose the 60 gold and continue the scheme. We might have to ransom to get some more capital because we are hemorrhaging a bit, but we are making 15. We are in debt. There's not really too much you can do about that. You can reduce retainers, but I kind of wish you could borrow money. Or like auto debts that you can pay off in the future. Alright. So, once again, my policy on conspirators, the ones that are of my blood, traitors, of Norman blood, you basically want to try and keep them under lock and key. I kind of wish you could put them on trial, like in the CK2 Game of Thrones mod, to actually not get bad traits by delivering justice, I guess. Minor lords, like there's even some Welsh and Swabians here that really don't hold too much authority, so Mathraffle, we'll get rid of them. We'll ransom that just to get a little bit of cash money. But yeah, because at the moment, like you're better off not getting rid of them, because then you get worldwide condemnation. You can get like kinslaying and stuff, like not worldwide, like kingdom-wide. But yeah, I wish you could hold a trial. Written in the stars. Okay, the Queen is scared of a mythic myth. Right, a bad omen for the Queen, a good omen. I guess I'd tell her a bad omen. The scheme is still continuing. The faction's no more. It's still only on 5% when we invited 3 more. Yeah, but we're an absolute crown authority, which is good. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off. I just hope she doesn't declare a new heir. And we can't get any more in now because the plot's known. Yeah, this is like minus 100. When it's about minus 30, it only costs about a couple hundred gold. She's 67 now. Crikey. But I'm surprised how the AI allowed the Kingdom of Castile's dynasty and the Carpathian to be dissolved. What's going on in Jerusalem, by the way? My sister's still hanging on. She's lost her 2 firstborn children, but she's got some more. Oh, but they're of like Toulouse blood. Oh, so the Norman line... But they've taken Alexandria. Ah. Yeah, with the help of the Byzantines, the Kingdom of Jerusalem and Byzantium is expanding. Yeah, like... The Fatimids in Egypt are not doing too well. The Turks are, though. Okay, so William's 14. We can marry him off now. So there's no way we can influence in France, as my firstborn daughter is married into it. We can go into the Bordeaux line, but I think we've got enough. 12's not too bad. We'll go around Europe to see any other opportunities. If I was to marry... Oh, maybe Robert, who's younger. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay, Denmark. Are there any potential daughters? No, not really. Sometimes it's better just to manually check. I personally like to prioritize titles over traits. It's a legitimate strategy if you want to conquer and get like geniuses. It's not a bad idea. She's alright. What about Sweden? Oh, Sweden has a lot of daughters. Third-born daughter 28 for William. Huh. She might be alright. Maybe Sweden is the play. For William, how about that? Because he's 14, she's 28, medium chance of children. We can get an alliance with the Swedish throne. Catholic Swedish as well. 700, vastly inferior. He's the king of Sweden, why doesn't he have more men? It should be alright though. We want to kind of breed out a bit. Yeah, because he's got Estonia, he's got Finland. Oh, he is defending against a lot. Poland, though. The Rus. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get involved with Sweden again. Oh, and the alliance is officially formed. So, what's the Oh, okay. I was like, let's have a look at the Swedish tree. How long that goes back for? It's not actually overly that big. They've only had 3 kings? I guess they lasted ages. Yeah, look. 67. 30. He didn't last too long. Yeah, I was expecting like a Björn or something. 67, 59. What are they doing up there in Sweden? Ah, so we eat healthy. We eat fresh fish from the ocean. And we like the sauna. Because I've had like, 4 heirs that haven't lasted too long. They've only had 2 faction leaders. Crazy. But that's been accepted. Okay, so let's finally get rid of this stain on our kingdom. Let's get rid of Brittany. They're just a little boil on the edge of Normandy. Let's wrap them up. They've only got 500 men. There should be a nice quick war. So we should be able to also as well... Yeah, they got no allies. Just want to double check. We should be at... we're going to hemorrhaging. We're going to go to debt, but that's okay. As soon as we take... Like, they can't even... We're probably going to be able to... Take it. A twist of fate? After all that, Satan must have been eager for her company. That is an awful thing to say. But now, the Queen of France is no more. The Carpathian dynasty is gone. And King Robert, why is his face so red? Oh, he's a drunkard. He's gluttonous. But Princess Matilda, my daughter... is now married to the King of France, so she kept her oath. So, Burgundy now rules France. Wow, I did not expect that, but now we're at 100%. Brittany should be completely gone, done and dusted. Yeah, so I don't know how we're going to influence France too much. Yeah, if we could have somehow brought him in, I don't think it would have worked if we went through matrilineal. We can form the Kingdom of Brittany at some point as well and divide that through. But we are... Oh God, I love this game. We are still seating ourselves on the Kingdom of France. We're going to directly control Castile. I'm hoping it says England once William comes of age, and once we play as William. And Richard, yeah. So, Normandy, Brittany. No, so let's just give him the Duchy of Brittany, who actually has territory there. Yeah, because we want to try and keep them happy where we can. Good, everything is coming up Millhouse. Okay, so hopefully that betrothal goes through. Look at his face! I love the detail as well. The eunuch models look fantastic. The kids look a little bit creepy, a little bit ghouly. Oh, the King of Sweden's been kidnapped. Look how many titles William has. He has 11 claims. Which is insane. What's going on in Jerusalem? Yeah, so she's married into the House of Toulouse. So they have children now. Gerard of Toulouse. Some of them are Norman and Catholic though still. Yeah. So the Kingdom of Jerusalem is still going strong. I'm still going strong. Still going strong. How's my brother Robert going? 30. Yeah, because I kind of forgot I had a brother. He hasn't been doing and declaring civil wars or anything. Oh, he's named people Guy and stuff. Yeah, because I've been so focused on my own dynasty with France and Castile, I forgot that my brother Robert... who did he... Oh, he married into Barcelona, yeah, because I don't have really control of him. He's just sort of doing his own thing. Before. I've been more focused on my sister. Yeah, so... Our cadet branch of Normandy is still going strong, because, yeah... We had those cousins that kept on dealing... annoying us because we had that because William's male line died out, which is cool. It's quite realistic that only the female Norman line lasted through William. Of course, the male distant cousin line is going to come in. But if we were to attack Wales now, France, Sweden, and Castile are coming in. So these are the type of allies we had during the reign of King William the Conqueror. There was a little bit of a blip once Queen Matilda came to the throne because she didn't have too many children. She had to consolidate. Cradled by... Oh, no! Oh, that's a shame. Well, at least my wife didn't pass away. That could have been bad. My daughter is in heaven. So be it. Alright, that's a shame. We're doing so well. We're on such a high. Right. I am sick of this Welsh queen. We've had like 4 wars against her. So Brittany's now been swallowed up. And soon Wales. We're nearly 100 years into the Let's Play. Yeah, it just takes so long to actually conquer stuff. Which I don't mind. It's realistic, I guess. No, I don't want to be drawn into that war against the Sultanate. Look, as much as I love you, my wife... You've got to deal with your own kingdom. She should have enough military forces to deal with it, to be honest. We helped out against Navarre. We helped out against your populist uprising. You can deal with the, the Caliphate, I guess. Okay, so that war is complete. Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame that we don't have her as a... like available spouse to help us out to give us those minor passive buffs, but so be it. Councillor wise, let's reorganise this as well. So William's 17. We've got good relations with the bishop. Yeah, but overall we're kind of alright. We can create Brittany once we get a little bit of cash. So it's going to cost 500. So I'm tempted to do that and give it to someone. We still have Northern Ireland, which is cool. Yeah, but that could go away. We need to be... Yeah, because he hasn't got any children, does he? 32. His wife's old. I might need to remove that and give it to someone else. Okay, someone else. We'll deal with that in a sec. Yeah, she hasn't been... in a chamber of lately. Do you have another? Watch your every move. I think that's probably the play. The problem is, if you investigate this type of stuff, it can bring lineage into question. Oh, so my brother's made a cadet faction, and that's been disabled. Maybe he was involved in on that. Yeah, because he's going to do his own royal line, isn't he, technically? Okay, army-wise, I finally properly reformed the army to get proper more knights and horsemen as well, because the Scottish reformed, we haven't too much. I have aged a little bit, 41, and William has come of age. Espionage of lovers. Okay, right, so that's nothing to do with me. It's mostly Navarre. I thought it was my wife. Okay, there's little more to determine. No, let us waste more time. The thing is, right, if you bring stuff today, like, I think in the console you can check who the fathers are of children and stuff. But yeah, they look the same. So Robin's 25 now. He's still red-faced, the beauty. So hopefully they can have some children as well. As my daughter, Queen Matilda, is coming of age. What's going down? Sultan Girard? My nephew? Oh, my sister's passed away. What? Why is he converted? How can the kingdom of Jerusalem be under the control of a Saracen? Well, yeah, my first two, like, full Norman blood children came of age. Oh, okay, so there's my sister's Coptic Egypt. I guess that's okay. Because that's technically Catholic. Oh, it's technically Christian, isn't it? It's all under that umbrella. The Coptic faith. Or sect, rather. Robert's made his own cadet branch, which is kind of cool. So if we ever need them, check out his moustache, Guy. Well, at least that name continued through that line of my father. What's going to happen in Jerusalem now, then, in the kingdom? Okay. Get rid of that. So, there's nothing really else we can do yet. I can get a guardian for him. That can be sent off. Low control. We can deal with that. We can just grant it to one of my vassals. Yeah, we'll grant it to you. Catholic Norman. And you're actually near Wales, so that's fine. There's another King of Scotland, Dunbar. Okay. I think that was the same house as before. Though. Yeah, if I was to attack them, cost 500. Vastly inferior. We can go with someone else's claim. Nah. Let's fight Scotland. I still haven't forgotten. I still haven't forgiven of what the Scottish did to Queen Matilda, the Conqueror. So now we're vastly inferior. Because we actually have 1,000 heavily armoured knights and proper medieval Norman cavalry. I always wanted to get a proper cavalry contingent, but it took quite some time. So we've got more titles that we can create. Oh, we can declare war further. Right. We can call in. No. France is going to cost 350. My prestige is only 580. France might actually be a bit closer. 3.5. We've got 11. I'm kind of tempted to do it, maybe, if we get into a little bit of hot bother. Alright, let's just see how many we can get now. So under our third faction leader we're playing as, King Richard. Hopefully at one point we can call him the Lionheart. That's 10k. Let's push to Scotland. Wales and Brittany have been conquered. Oh, the faith prepare. What? Yeah, crusade. My warriors will fight. I will gladly help those. But it's my cousin. Or nephew, rather. The Sultanate of Jerusalem. Why have you gone and done that, you fool? Why have you converted? Oh. Because I'm Catholic, I can't not do it. But then if I go and attack him, it's kinslaying. Okay, that's a little bit of a bug. That the Kingdom of Jerusalem can't convert. He's also Norman as well, before he converted. Well, I think he's actually Toulouse, isn't he? Because he was, yeah. His mother was Norman, but yeah, so it's not because the two kids before were double Norman. They were mainly related to the male cousin line that didn't die out of Normandy, and also the female line. Yeah, so maybe it's the Toulouse French that went and did that, I guess. So now if we continue with wars, we've got to be careful because we do hemorrhage 20 gold per month. I'm actually going to call in the French now, as they've gone to snipe Normandy, and King Robin is going to help out King Richard. He should be able to swarm in with some stacks because it's on the French border. A little bit cheeky. Blackmail. Oh, I know about King Domenico's death. Oh yeah, that's how we got Spain. Ah. So if we accept and admit we get a weak hook, it's the Grand Mayor of Sainsbury. How could he know about that? So he gets a weak hook. I'm nearly tempted to accept that because a weak hook isn't overly too much. If we accept. So on accept, Sainsbury gets that. Or we decline, the secret gets out. We want to try and keep it secret because I'm not too worried about the man knowing. I'm actually more concerned about Europe or the Pope knowing. That's the thing. So I'm actually going to accept it because a minor hook isn't even that much. Because we probably, like, even if he blackmails us, we probably could afford a couple of hundred just to get him a bigger mansion in the manor. I don't know. What do mayors have? Manors, I guess. So the Scottish have been cheeky again. They always seem to snipe. The Scottish, I'm not going to lie, they always have a knack of dealing decent blows against me. Right, let's merge up with the 11k and let's throw them back from whence they came. We've engaged the 1.3. Let's engage the 3.1. They keep on dumbing back and forth. Yeah, so now that we've brought France into the fold, they're going to be able to massively help us out. So I guess we're kind of setting up the 100 Years' War eventually. Which I don't even know if it ever's going to happen. Yeah, but the Carpathian dynasty died out. I'm really surprised about that. So, although I wanted the French to sort of help us in Normandy, it's look like they're sniping up in Scotland. We'll send half our up there as well. Look at this! Look at this! Sultan Girard, my nephew of Toulouse. Yeah. I guess I'll just try and pledge, donate, redirect war. I'm expected to plead military support or donate. Oh, I'm in such a tricky bind. King Richard, it's been brought to our attention that you have yet to pledge your support. Must I remind you? Oh, this is like one of those Star Trek conundrums. This is not my war. No, this is not my war. What is my duty? Is it my duty to God or my siblings more important? Wow. That's an interesting conundrum. Or not siblings, nephew, kinsman. I want to just sort of reject it. My greetings, kin... I've been excommunicadoed. Oh no. How long for? A year. We've only been excommunicated for a year. Okay. Well, that's the decision I made. Oh, God, I love CK3. So, my cousin of my blood, nephew, I keep calling my cousin, my nephew, my sister's son. No, we don't want to go lunatic. Let's exercise this out. Yeah. Converted. But, here's my nephew. Let's just allow the Crusaders to do their work. Offering of relief. I wonder, what's going to happen to the Kingdom of Jerusalem royal family. It was a little bit of an experiment, I guess. Oh, the chance can't be fired for 25 years, right? That's alright. So a quick fight here in East Anglia. And the Frenchmen are still helping us out in the north. 28 minus, crikey. We are hemorrhaging in debt. We're going to have to save up so much more. Continuing on. Now that we've got a crazy army, a 10 stack with cavalry and heavy dismounted knights. Sure. I don't mind friendships. In this, they're not too bad. Okay. You do get some negative traits if they pass, but whatever. Okay, so we've gone down that. Let's go down to architect now. Still not sniping our capital. That's fine. Alright. Let's try and finish off the Scottish as we push further north past Fife. We just need to take a couple castles, maybe. 95. We've nearly capitulated them here today. Ah, it's done. Good. We've taken more territory in Scotland. Oh, just whittling away. It's always tough. The crusade is still going on against my nephew. The faith prepare for war. Yeah. There's not really too much I can do about it. I made my decision. Oh, it looks like it's probably going to get conquered as well. Ugh, what's going to happen to my family? Yeah, so my sister, an heir. Yeah. He's grown out a beard, which is quite funny. Realistic, I guess. So once again, there's another Liberty faction that I guess we have to deal with. So, oh, the Crusade won. Oh, did they get rid of him? They didn't make him renounce his faith, but it went to my nephew. My fourth nephew of my sister. King Pons Guillem. Yeah. A Catholic must control the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. Good. So, maybe I shouldn't have got involved. Crikey. So now, yeah, this crown authority is annoying, isn't it? It is worth it, because you get some pretty decent buffs. Now we're in a defensive war. We can call in Castile and France once more. Robin. I love the look of King Robin. Yeah. My wife is losing some territory down in the south, though. 13k. I feel like I might just need to uproot and completely destroy the Duchy of Mercia. They've been so annoying in this series. Okay, so we've got allied reinforcements coming now. Let's split the army. We'll send half down to protect Normandy as always. And it's a little bit unlucky because the two key areas that I built up were Normandy and London. But we have to like retake it, which is infuriating, but so be it. Yeah. And he just finished that war with Scotland. Now we're dealing with an uprising. But bringing the French into the fold definitely was the play. 2.9k here. The French have helped us win that. Perfect. King Richard is becoming a little bit of a grisly old king. Oh, they're deploying 8.4k there. Eustace of Kent, yeah, is commanding. He is of the male Norman line as well. One of my cousins. He seems to be doing a good job. He's probably got more William the Conqueror in him. Militarily, at least. Kingliness, I do. Yeah, so we'll try and hover around and intercept anyone going straight for them. We've won 4 victories straight up. Levy reinforcement rate. Plus 100, let's do that. In architect, really? In stewardship, I'm kind of surprised about that. No matter. Let's deal with this. But once this civil war is done, we've knocked out Brittany. We've knocked out Wales. And helped out with my sister. Ah, Robert's come of age. Here we go, 12 titles. Yeah, we'll try and look to continue to finish off the Scottish. Maybe even invade in Ireland. But that marriage should go off, shouldn't it? Yeah. Let's do that then. Get them married off. Continue to breed into the Burgundy house. That's fine by me. Okay. Let's split that. We might just need to split half of it and get rid of it. Because we're hemorrhaging so much cash. Oh, once again, is there someone else? No, I'm not interested because I don't want to bring my son with 12 claimants, his lineage into disrepute. So, once we've disbanded half our army, we should be able to allow our allies to tank and basically do most of the work and heavy lifting. 7.4k, we got 13. So we'll command the 3.7, still hovering and holding in and around Normandy. Yeah, hold the bridge there. It's so annoying. Maybe if we can bait them in, that might work. Yeah, they're actually engaging us there. Oh! That was a close one. Okay, so we won that. Now it's 35%. It's kind of realistic. We're always constantly dealing with uprisings, civil wars, disputes. They were checkered throughout English history. 100 Years' War, War of the Roses. The inception of our House of Normandy. The inception of our kingdom. We're fighting at each other's throat. Yes, we don't have a spy master in here now. Probably can bring you in. 13, that's not too bad. William's 18 though, I like that. My court isn't too bad with Richard. De Lanhot. That's what I like to call him. Okay, yeah, we might be able to ransom some criminals. That might be the play. Duchess Alice is still in prison. 57. Catholic Swabian, yeah. It's these people that have no real direct claims or problems that we should get rid of. Like, they're not going to cause me too much problems. The ones with higher authority will. Welsh Catholic, we'll get rid of him, because Wales has capitulated. Ireland might be a problem in the future, but that should be alright. The Scots, we'll probably leave him. Scots as well, we'll probably leave them, because we're probably going to go to war with them again. My brother's prisoner. Why have we got him imprisoned? Oh, okay. Let's ransom that with my brother. Yeah, Normandy... Carmen line, okay. Yeah, I knew he made a cadet branch, but yeah. Kind of cool names. So that should... Yeah, so that's managed to raise us 280. Yeah. White peace isn't going to cut it in this Liberty War. I'm going to have to enforce my demands to keep it going. Yeah. I'm going to have to improve and focus on getting better quality relations with my vassals, because this stuff drags on a little bit. Try and protect Normandy where we can. We're still hemorrhaging cash. Even after disbanding the army. $11.53. So we've been unexcommunicated. Hopefully the French come with us there, because my army has been completely shattered. And we've won, 77%. It has nearly been... We started in 1066 with, obviously, the Norman conquest of England under William the Conqueror, Duke of Normandy. It's nearly been 100 years. And I think we've done all right. We've probably been dealing with more civil wars than sweats of this game will, but I think we've done all right conquering. We've set King Richard and his children up more than anything. Right, that can sit there. We'll try and get this civil war wrapped up, or uprising, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll probably end this hour-long part here. Okay. Building and holdout construction. Good. Because, like his mother, he's a stewardess. He's got good stewardship, so we'll continue to invest. It's just like, you're better off doing that rather than letting your treasury go to waste. Because you never know. Sometimes you can get some absolute shockers of family members. Let's go with devotion there. I think we'll keep the French back there. Maybe taking London back might work. Because we've been winning every battle, but we just need to maybe take some territory. Look at this! The Fort of Middlesex. Look how long it takes to take it. We did that, we built that. I just never thought London would potentially fall like that. Good. 1154. Hey, we can enforce demands. I think I'm tempted to just absolutely destroy Mercia completely. But guys, I haven't been paying attention. She's lost Galatia there. Kingdom of Jerusalem's back in full force though with my nephew, so that's good. That still seems to be lasting, and I'm actually surprised it's lasting a lot more than what it is. Albino? I was thinking, why does that kid look so white? That's so strange. We've seen dwarfs earlier in this season, the series. I didn't think albinos were in this. It kind of reminds me of that I can't even remember the movie. What's with the crazy albino with Ewan McGregor? Angels and Demons? I think that's what that movie's called. With Tom Hanks. What a crazy movie to end on. Right, guys, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 4 of my Crusader Kings III Kingdom of England House of Normandy Let's Play. Man, oh man. We've had another crazy hour-long episode, and I need to take a well-deserved break. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Stay tuned, as always, for episode 5 coming out tomorrow. We're going to do another hour-long episode, continuing the adult reign of King Richard. We started off with him just coming to the throne. We did what? Yeah, he's probably 30 years we've done in today's episode, which is crazy. So, looking at the campaign map, of course, we've still got Ireland and Scotland to deal with. I can't wait to see what happens in Iberia with Castile eventually, and how France ends up as well. But let me know feedback and suggestions, of course, and stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Huge thanks to Paradox Interactive. Much love from Australia. I'm going to play the outro now. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.